look at. For our fourth kick, we will be discussing the side kick with the legendary Bruce Lee. This guy killed his sister. So, that's what you get, man. You don't kill Bruce Lee's sister. So, let's talk about it. The path and the way the force goes, the direction that the force moves in, is just like the push kick. Imagine you're trying to kick a door down. That kind of force and path is being applied to this kick. Now, what makes it different than a push kick is that the foot is turned sideways, thus the name side kick. And when I hit, I want to hit with that heel. That does a lot of damage when you hit with that heel, man. Now, the way that the side kick travels, the path that it takes is very important. It comes straight at you. It's like a piston coming out of the chamber. And that is actually not easy to do when the foot is turned sideways like that. But a good analogy to help you remember is you want to think of it as being equal parts quad and hamstring. Too much quad and your kick will travel in a medial circle, meaning it's moving towards the center of the body like a roundhouse kick, as you can see right here. This is too much quad. If you use too much hamstring, your kick will circle laterally, which means it's moving sideways but away from the body and become a hook kick. The next kick we will be discussing in this instructional video. But for now, the side kick is what we really want to focus on. Half hamstring, half quad. You'll notice every kick has had a chamber so far, and this kick is no different, only it's tilted more on its side. It's very sideways tilted, kind of like the roundhouse kick. That's what allows it to come straight at you like a piston. I know I've had two bad views of it, but you get my point. It's trying to be more parallel to the ground than, say, the snap kick or the push kick. In all my days, I've seen three forms of footwork work really well. The first is the skipping footwork that we've been over a couple times in this video. That lead leg is going to step forward, so just like the skipping roundhouse kick. That lead leg steps forward, rear leg replaces where the lead leg was. I enter the chamber position and I, boom, deliver my kick, straightening out the leg completely and tilting the torso back, as you can see there. Now, the second way I've seen this kick is kind of the karate way of doing it. For this kick, I actually end up crossing my feet and then delivering my powerful side kick. Let's take a look at that from a new angle here. So, the first thing you do is with that lead leg, you step up and a little bit to the inside. That's important, a little bit to the inside. Next step is I'm actually going to bring my rear leg so far over that my feet are actually going to cross. Yes, you heard that right. I'm going to cross my legs. Yes, see the cross? I zoom in to show you. Cross feet. Now I'm going to give you a very important secret about that position. That heel has to be pointing at whatever you're about to hit. If your heel's pointing there, then your hip and your kick will go there. Now this is a very powerful kick. It is more powerful than the skipping side kick that I showed you, but it is slower, so it has its pros and its cons. The third and final version of the side kick we'll be discussing in this video is what I call the hopping side kick. Now, I'm going to show you from this angle how to do this one. What you're going to do is slightly slide your rear leg up and place all of your weight onto it. From there, lean back even more and enter the chambered position. What you're going to do is hop forward on that foot that is supporting you and deliver the side kick at the same time. Closing thought on this kick. It is the quickest but the weakest of all of them, and it's actually the best way to hit them in the knee. So if you want to kick them in the knee, this is probably the best way to do it. Last thing I'll say about this kick is that the torso leans back to counterbalance the leg going out. That's really important, especially if you're not very flexible like me. Doing it this way, leaning back, will just give your kick some extra height if you need it. Also, counterbalance the leg going up and keep you balanced as you throw it. Now, Bruce's video had some cutaways, so I'm going to use Kung Lee here as our real-life demonstration of the kick. This is going to be a skipping side kick, so he steps forward with the right leg, the lead leg. He drags his rear leg to where the lead leg was. He's then going to enter the chambered position. I know, very hard to see. I'm sorry about that. Then he pushes the man away from him. sending force forward like he's kicking your door down and leaning back with his torso at the same time. Want to learn the ins and outs of the sport of mixed martial arts? Sign up for Knights MMA Online, the only online dojo built at Harvard University. Engage with the interactive curriculum, submit video assessments, and level up your character just like a video game.